1999 Dodge Durango. Just needs a set of ball joints. That's what we're going to do. Let's get started. So here we go with the ball joints. There's the new ones, uppers and lowers. And pretty much all the tools I think we're going to need. And jack stand. Don't be like those chuckleheads and think that they can run off a hydraulic jack and it's going to keep them safe. When this big turd falls down on you, you're not going to be happy. So, use the jack stand. Don't be stupid.
Jack that up on that.
Yep. We would much rather be driving around the old Falcon today. But instead, we have to work on this for this person here who's stupid. Come on, let's get started. Okay, we got the tire off. Here, that's the ball joint. And she's bracking. Wobbles back and forth. It's no good. We got to take these 3 rivets, cut them out, either grind them, drill them, torch them, whichever way you can get them out. This is the way you got to do to get them out. Got to take that brake line loose, get that out of the way so we don't injure it. And we may have to do the lower ball joint down here because the top one's pretty bad, so maybe that one ain't gonna be any good either. And we spray lubed everything, get the start of it going. Let's see what happens. Okay, there we are. We gotta get this nut off, but first we have to take this cotter pin out. It could be a pain, but they do. See, take that pin out. It goes through the hole in the nut. And then you take the nut off. And then we see. Okay, people. After you take the cotter pin out of there, you gotta take the castle nut off. Remove it. Then we'll stick this tuning fork in between here. And we'll hit it with the BFF and break them loose. See what happens.
Got sandpaper here, Joe?
Castle nut.
Yep. Okay, people. Now we have the cotter pin out, the castle nut off. We stuck the tuning fork in between there, beat on it till we broke it loose. And then we move this out of the way. Put a jack under there. If you don't, the lower arm is going to drop like crazy and scare the shit out of you. You can see it's broken. It's no good anymore. Need a new one. Now the next step is to drill these rivets out. And if that goes smoothly enough, put in a new one. And then we'll check the bottom one. It's probably not happy either. We shall see.
Chocolate.
Alright, now people, we have to drill out
You're welcome.
these rivets. Start out with a small bit, go larger, don't go all the way through. Then you take a punch and knock it out, supposedly. See what happens. Ready, people. We already got this one drilled out. This one I just finished drilling the head off of it, see? What you want to do for the last one is do the same thing until the head falls off. Then you take a punch, hit that down, falls right off. Okay, we got this one out, this one out. Now we just got to finish this one. Just take the punch. Voila! It's out of there. Clean the dervis. We're all ready for a new one. And now you put on the new one. Put the new bolts in. Don't over tighten them like an animal. You'll snap them.
That's an old one, huh?
Yeah.
Was it bad?
Put our last bolt in. And then the last thing we'll put in will be this grease fitting. Tighten it down. And fill her up with grease. And hopefully she'll last a good long time. Don't forget to tighten that up. Okay, let's now we tighten up all the bolts. Just want to fill her up with grease. Make life more better. Don't be afraid to juice it good. Notice that boot on the bottom. See, it's starting to ooze. She's full. Clean that off. Reattach the brake line. We use the jack to lift the part up to here. There. We'll jack that up. That'll bring the brake assembly and everything up into it. Bolt it on, and we're done. Alright, what we're going to do now is all bolted on. We're going to lift this whole unit up to close that gap. Put the nut back on, the castle nut, the cotter pin, and we're done. What do you think? Oh, because you're stupid.
You're the dummy. Come on, let's get to work.
Alright, jack it up.
Did you put the grease in it?
Yes, it's all grease. See, it's oozed.
No, that's gonna have to be
Go,
lined
put it up, put it up. Alright, hang on. That's good. Now we'll set it in, nut it up, put the brake line back on. Goes there. Gonna be beautiful. Alright, peoples, it's all done. Out with the old, which was a real piece of shit. Everybody just fall right on out of there. Done! The new one's all in, everything's tightened up, brake line's back on. Don't forget to put the cotter pin in. Unless you feel like losing a wheel on the road.
And grease it up.
Yeah, and keep the shiny side up. Okay. Tires back on. Don't forget to tighten your lug nuts with one of these. But most of all, don't forget to use these. Unless you want to die. Okay, now we're off to the other side. And see how it goes. This tire works good. Didn't need the bottom one. So, save some money, save some time. That's what we do. Done.